Delegates from nearly 200 countries kicked off the UN Climate Summit in the Egyptian resort of Sharm el-Sheikh on Sunday with an agreement to discuss compensating poor nations for mounting damage linked to global warming, placing the controversial topic on the agenda for the first time since climate talks began decades ago. The African continent is among the highly impacted regions by climate change, and COP27 is expected to be the turning point by providing solutions to the long-standing constraint brought about the climate change. And let's have more details of that in this report.
After 26 years on its establishment, COP27 managed to put a crucial topic on the conference agenda for the first time: who pays for damages caused by catastrophic weather events? Throughout the next 2 weeks, the Conference of Parties will try to find ways to get developed countries to commit to financing loss and damage to vulnerable states hit by climate-fueled disasters.
Well, we definitely regard this as a success for the parties, a success for the process. It is the culmination of a long process of consultations, specifically during this last year. Everybody is hopeful. First of all, the determination of a time frame.
The beginning is a very positive and constructive sign. The real test will be the quality of the discussion that takes place now over the next 2 weeks, and judgment will be based on the quality of the outcomes. This is a complex issue, very complex, but it's also a critical issue.
This new track of climate discussion should see nations who contribute to climate change take responsibility to compensate countries which are suffering the most. As the climate conference returns to Africa, many here hope that this year's meeting would provide the continent with the support it deserves.
For me, this COP is a COP of taking responsibilities. It is important because developing countries have been promising a lot of money for adaptation, for example, and yet there is nothing done. Africa is just responsible of 4% of emission. So developing country must understand that we are not begging for help. It's just logical to give for what you have been doing.
With more than 44,000 participants, the host Egypt says it is pleased to see so many people keen to join the talks that should save the planet.
Egypt has officially taken the presidency of the 27th Conference of Parties, a first step in what many here hope to be a conference that provides actual support for the most vulnerable nations in Africa to face